So a big pickup there for Jacobson. Keep him well in the lead, as now Keith Swerdloff will move to frame number 5. As you see, the bowlers alternate between lanes, and we'll go 2 frames apiece. Just missed the pocket.
Some good movement on that ball. Right, he just missed.
John Richardson is waiting in the wings to take on the winner of this match. When we get to Richardson, we've got some scores to tell you about that he is capable of. He's just as a little appetizer. In one of the previous tournaments this year, he finished with a .231 average in 9 games. Pros don't even do that.
2, 4, and 5 all go down.
So a big pickup of the spare there for Keith Swerdloff. 18 years old, from Queens College, lives in Yonkers. Swerdloff, the winner of the first tournament at Elmsford.
Seem to be a lot of really good bowlers coming out of Yonkers, John.
A big strike there for Swerdloff to keep him in it. Still trailing, however, Rich Jacobson at this point.
Speaking of Yonkers, John Richardson is of Yonkers, and Lisa Maurice, and we've yet to see either of those two.
Rich Jacobson, 20 years old, from Elmsford. That one looked right on the nose, but left the number 4 standing. Jacobson with trying to pick up the spare. We're here in the 6th frame. This is the opening match of our elimination tournament, the championship of the Scratch division. This is the final tournament of the year for the Westchester County Junior Bowling Association. This is number 7. And that one is good, so he picks up that spare. Keep his streak intact. He has marked 5 straight times.
Jacobson really in control right here.
To number 7 now. Jacobson, as we told you, has not won on the tour this year. Finished in 3rd place in Elmsford 2 weeks ago. Got a lot of English on that as he walked 2 lanes over and picked up the strike.
A little bit of a Mookie Wilson slide.
So Jacobson at 127 through 6 with a strike in the 7th. And now Keith Swerdloff really with his work cut out for him ahead. He has a strike in the 6th frame. And now we'll bowl the 7th and 8th. You're really going to need 2 strikes here to get back into it, or this one could be over. And he left one standing. He does get a lot of action on the ball, though, but just can't seem to understand why they're not going all down.
It's number 6. Remaining. You're right, John. The ball spins. He gets a lot of action, but he's not been fortunate.
Well, he knew he had that one. So now through 6. Jacobson leading by 25 pins. Jacobson with the strike in the 7th, and Swerdloff now with a spare in the 7th, going to his 8th. Strike's all important now for Swerdloff if he is to continue. And he left himself a tough split. That might just about do it.
Looks like 9. Is it 9-7 or 10-7? 6-7. I'm sorry.
A very tough pickup here. He'll have to try to go to the right side of the 6th and slam it over. And hit it head on. So he's only able to get 1. That gives him another open frame here in the 8th. Total of 129.
And the way Jacobson is tossing him down the alley, Swerdloff really in trouble right here. Yes, sir. He found that 1-3 pocket. You can see his momentum now, John. The real confidence of Rich Jacobson. He knows he's piling up some numbers.
So he now in the 9th frame with 2 straight strikes, looking for his second triple of this match. He's had strikes in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th to just kind of power his way into the lead and has not looked back since.
Gets him again.
Well, Jacobson, just his 2nd time in the finals of this tour. And the best that Rich or Keith Swerdloff can accomplish here with 4 straight strikes in the 9th and 10th is a 189. So this one
leaves the 7.
This one is over. Rich Jacobson will be moving on to round number 2, and he'll be taking on John Richardson from Yonkers. Swerdloff can come up with a spare here. He does just that. So Swerdloff, a little trouble with 3 open frames in this match, and he will now go to the 10th. Swerdloff had 1,888 pins in the 9 matches to win the first tournament at Elmsford. That went back in September. He's left himself another split.
Having his miseries about here. 310 standing.
Just didn't get the alleyway, and that one will finish up for Swerdloff. And Rich Jacobson will now bowl his 10th frame, and he will be moving on. Swerdloff finishing at 156. Rich Jacobson again. He has 3 straight strikes.
Well, Swerdloff really well below his 210 average.
He leaves himself a little split as well. John Richardson waiting in the wings. He'll be up next. The number 3 seed with a 193 average. Jacobson coming in at 193. Just was able to get the front pin, and he will finish up. And we'll move on now as you see the 2 congratulate themselves.
So
218.
Keith Swerdloff peeled off, and we're down to 4 now.